Jax, a kind man, loved exploring near his village. He always believed that brings unexpected rewards. One sunny morning, while walking on a narrow trail, Jax heard faint cries. He followed the sound deep into the woods. To his surprise, he found a small rabbit trapped under a pile of fallen branches, struggling to free itself. Jax quickly removed the heavy branches, carefully lifting the frightened rabbit into his hands. It trembled but looked at him with trust. The rabbit had a small injury on its paw. Jax gently wrapped it with a piece of cloth and whispered, "You're safe now, little one." Instead of leaving, the rabbit hopped around Jax as if trying to guide him somewhere. Curious, he decided to follow it. The rabbit led him deeper into the forest, stopping in front of an ancient-looking tree with a small opening at its roots. Jax noticed something shimmering inside. He bent down and reached in, pulling out a small, dusty wooden box. Opening the box, his eyes widened. It was filled with gold coins, precious gems, and an old note written in elegant handwriting. The note read, "To the kind soul who saves one of nature's creatures, fortune shall follow as a reward for your goodness." Jax couldn't believe his luck. He looked at the rabbit, which twitched its nose and hopped around happily, as if celebrating with him. Instead of keeping it all, Jax decided to share his fortune. He used a portion to help the needy in his village. The villagers were amazed by his generosity. They asked him how he found such fortune, but he simply smiled and said, "Kindness always returns." Jax built a small shelter for injured animals, ensuring that no creature suffered the way the rabbit had. Word spread about his selfless acts, and soon more people started helping, turning his shelter into a thriving sanctuary for animals. The rabbit remained by his side, always hopping around happily. Jax considered it his little guardian of fortune. One day, a wealthy traveler heard about Jax's deeds and visited his sanctuary, deeply moved by his kindness. The traveler offered to fund Jax's shelter, allowing him to expand and save more animals in need. Jax was overwhelmed with gratitude. He knew his one act of kindness had started a ripple effect of goodness in the world. His village became famous for its compassion toward animals, attracting visitors who wished to support and learn from Jax. Jax's life was no longer about wealth, but about making a difference. He felt richer than ever before. The rabbit, once a helpless creature, had unknowingly led Jax to his true purpose in life. One evening, as Jax sat watching the sunset, the rabbit nuzzled against him as if thanking him for everything. Jax realized that kindness does not need an immediate reward. It has the power to change lives in the most magical ways. His story inspired many people to treat animals with love and respect, changing the way his village lived in harmony with nature. Jax's shelter grew into a large animal care center, visited by people from across the country. He dedicated his life to helping animals, knowing that the rabbit had given him more than he ever imagined. Jax's kindness continued to spread, proving that even the smallest good deed can create endless waves of positivity. The rabbit stayed by his side until its last days, forever grateful to the man who once saved its life. Jax learned the greatest lesson of all: a heart full of kindness is the greatest treasure one can ever possess. If you enjoyed this inspiring story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking moral tales.